Hello everybody, we are back and we just did our weapons and now we're going to move on to our figure and the helmeted head with some, you guessed it, Agrax Earthshade. Going to give some detail and character, and we're going to load up, throw it up top, and we are, you know what, we will start with the head, why not? We'll just grab a hold here. Actually, I'm going to reach off screen. I'm going to grab this little alligator clip and we'll go inside and ta-da, there we go. Handy dandy. So now I'm going to brush on the Agrax. I'm going to hit this helmet and you're like probably noticing like, wow, Jeremy, you're going pretty heavy on that. And that's okay because for this technique, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to brush a lot of this off. I just want to get some of these details in these recessed areas. I really want to capture that because that sculpt is strong and it looks really nice. And this helmet would be what sees a lot of action. And I want to tie it in because right now it's looking really minty, clean as compared to the body of the figure. So I want to make sure that the piece itself is coherent because if I'm doing a piece on the body, it's got all the distress and the helmet looks shiny and clean, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If I'm looking at this figure and I'm like, did he do what happened? Did he just never wear his helmet? There's a disconnect there. So I'm pulling off and I'll clean out. I will grab a paper towel and already you can see the character of this helmet has already changed substantially. And now I'm just going to go back through with long strokes and start pulling off the excess that I don't want. There we go. And I really like it deep inside there. All around there. That looks really nice. I'm okay with some of the spots being a little bit darker because that would be what we would expect to see in nature, is that there would be some areas where there's some heavier wear and grime, and I really, really like that. And it's going to go and touch this comms receiver here just lightly. I'm going to get right into that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this off to the side so that it can do what it needs to do and dry. And now I'm going to move on to the figure. So here we go. Go in, load up, and I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. And the reason for that is because of gravity. I'm going to let gravity do the work for me, and also I want to create the aesthetic that would naturally occur. So as I get in here, I will be using that same technique I did with the helmet, with taking off some of the paint. I just want to get it in and let it start to pull up in those recessed areas you can see right there. Again, underneath the arm. There we go. Boom. Yeah, it's already starting to take, which is great. And go through there, hit there, and load up again. Position our arm. Get in there and add more paint so that we get coverage. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to dry off, pull some of that out, go back to the chest, and now I'm going to start pulling some of that off again so I retain details of the, there we go, perfect, perfect. All right, so now we can just rotate the figure around and repeat the process here on the back. Again, applying the Agrax so that it covers over surfaces, and I'm going to pull off and then go back and hit these areas that I had put the detail color in and just pull off some of that. I want the Agrax on there, but I don't want it to just completely hinder, like right there where it's pulling up. I'm just going to hit that. And sometimes you can just be patient and you wait and you see, and where I just brushed, it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. And like that little spot there, I'm just going to take my brush in and I'll smooth it out. Looking over here, I'm good. So, all right. Now I'm going to rotate the arms back down, and then I'm going to get on to the pauldrons. So this part of the process is always really fun for me. I enjoy this part of the process because we really get to see our figure coming really close to done. We've already painted on some really nice details, giving it that dynamic look and feel. I'm pulling off here so that I can hit these highest points of the pauldrons. There we go. Just really fun to see the character take shape and come closer to being done. I mean, yeah, we love having finished figures, but this process of painting is also part of the fun for me, and hopefully for you, and a sense of pride to be like, yeah, I did that, or oh, I learned how to do something new, or I tried something different. Pulling off again, just hitting the high points on those pauldrons so that belcher really shines through. Again, I'm hitting the pauldrons a little heavier because that would be a point where a lot of contact is. I'm going to go back in, and right there you can see a little bit of burning of the Agrax. So I'm just going to go back in and we'll apply more. And you see me like actually jabbing in. And what I'm doing is I'm smoothing out that area so that it doesn't look drastically different. So let's go lightly through. There we go. I'm just patiently waiting, watching the paint work its magic, doing what it's doing, seeing how it reacts to the surface. And there's a little top on this little module that escaped me. And the collar, I'm going to hit that, give that treatment, and there we go. We've got the upper body done. So we'll let that dry and before we move on. Thanks.